Good morning and welcome back to KSNT News here on your Monday morning. Always a pleasure to have Brent Trout, Topeka City Manager, join us on the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, a hot topic, of course, in the media right now is the Topeka Rescue Mission and their financial issues that they've recently made public and made a lot of noise about, in a sense. The County Commission called on the city here to have you all contribute to help them out with the financial issues. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think for us as a city, it's important to analyze any time we have a need in the community. We looked at the need. I met with Barry Feeker a couple days after that call about the possibility of making such a contribution to them. And his analysis was, we appreciate the idea, but that at this point in time, he didn't feel that it was the right step for the city to take. We stand ready to analyze any possibility of providing assistance to them. But we also know that in the event that they were to have a situation that caused them to end up closing, there's going to be a lot of needs of people within the community once it were to close. And so there may be a better opportunity for us to assist at the end of the day if that happens. But the good news is so far things are looking positive for them. The reports that we're getting from the rescue mission personnel are that they're meeting some of their initial needs, and they're looking towards the future, and they're getting ready to make an announcement of how they sustain that at the end of the month.
Can you give an example of what the city could do should the shelter shut down?
We look at the possibility of trying to help people get into some type of temporary housing. Is there a need that they need a short period of time before they would make a decision to move on to be with other family members or in another community where they may have someone that they can stay with? They may not have the means to be able to get there, but if we were able to provide that means, that would be an option as well. They're getting good services here. There's no reason for them to move on to that point, but at the end of the day, if there was an ending to the mission, then that might be a need that we could assist with. Plus, we have a program called Shelter Plus Care that has been able to provide an opportunity for individuals to get into their first apartment or a living situation that's more permanent in nature. And we may be able to look at assisting some individuals in that regard. The money is out for that program now, so we would need to have the City Council authorize additional funding for that program, but that might be something else that we'd look at.
Well, no doubt about it, the Topeka Rescue Mission does so much for our community, but we are also in the midst of fundraising season for many other local deserving groups around the area. There have been some viewers who ask whether this plea from the Topeka Rescue Mission will give away, take away from donations to these other groups. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that's possible, and I think you have to analyze which organization you want to support with your giving. And it's something, though, that as we've looked at it, each individual has to make their own decision, and we've analyzed, each person needs to look at analyzing what they want to support. What the rescue mission provides is a great operation, and they've provided assistance for homeless people for a long time. And I think people understand what's being provided. I think also individuals analyze from year to year, and they may make adjustments. And now that they know there's a need there, they may step up their game, and we hope that's the case.
Well, and we have reported that overall, public funding and donations has been down. So I know it's a concern for many organizations.
It is. It's been a struggle, and we've heard that from other organizations that apply through our grant process, that this funding is critical for them to succeed in providing the services that they do to the community. And so we take that seriously and try to provide funding where we can.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Brent Trout, Topeka's City Manager, here on the show with us this morning.